What is up, YouTube? KM888 here, and I'm back again with an Eldlich video. I've updated my build for the new September format. Jet Synchron is banned, O-line is banned, but I wasn't playing O-line to begin with, so that doesn't really matter. But in this new build, I wanted to be able to play around at least one Handtrap. So I wanted to do a combo video for you guys to show you how you're going to play around the most prominent Handtraps in the game, being Ash, Veiler, Impermanence, Nibiru, and Gamma. I'm only going to take those 5 Handtraps. Things like Ghost Ogre, Dronelock, DD Crow, they are way less prominent in the game right now, and I do think to play around those 5 main ones that I've given is actually going to be the most important. So yeah, let's jump right into it. The main combo that I'm using for my Synchro Eldlich is with the DD engine. So I'm going to showcase the combos with this card. I'm going to keep Ash in hand because I will need it for the to play around the Gamma, which you will see can come up. And then I'm just going to get a couple of hand traps because I don't need anything else for the combo to work. So I'm gonna take Phantasme, Imper, and well, I'm actually gonna take Gamma because it's kind of fun because to have it just for the Dark Contract. So yeah. So let this be our opening hand for the entire video. I'm gonna put this aside. At first, we're going to activate Dark Contract with Gate. Normally, the opponent isn't going to Ash this. You don't have a board. If you have Gamma, their Ash is going to just... it's going to be detrimental, so they shouldn't Ash Dark Contract in the least to begin with. And the card you're going to search is DD Lamia. We're basically playing 6 copies of Gate. So we're having 3 Gate, and we're also playing DD Savant Kepler. Just to add the Gate, which can add the Lamia. You get there on the same page, basically. Normal summon the Lamia, and you're going to send it to the graveyard to summon Linkuriboh. Right now, use DD Lamia's effect, ditch the Dark Contract, special summon it. You're going to link these off, so I'm going to put DD Lamia on the side because it gets banished. The Linkuriboh goes to the graveyard. And we're summoning Crystron Halqifibrax. Now, at this point, 4 out of the 5 hand traps can already come in. So the first case we're going to do is, what if this card, the Halqifibrax, gets ashed, impermed, or veilered? All those 3 cards have the same outcome. You don't care. You don't get to special summon a tuner from the deck. Oh bugger, what now? Okay. Turn the Halqifibrax into a Linkross and use Linkross's effect, fetching yourself 2 tokens. Right now, Linkuriboh's effect. So you're gonna ditch 1 token, special summon it, and you're going to link these off into your Predaplant, Verti, Anaconda. Now, keep in mind, I have said that you're going to play around 1 hand trap. If the opponent has 2 hand traps, 3 hand traps, this all changes because, well, imagine they have a Nibiru right now. You kind of don't have a thing to play around that in this scenario. So yeah, if you have an extender, sure, you can still get there, so it won't be a problem. But that's where the extenders come in. Like right now, we only have a hand of hand traps, and we're dealing with 1 hand trap. In this case, Ash, Imperm, or Veiler. Use the Predaplant, Verti, Anaconda to pay 2,000, and you're going to send your Red Eyes Fusion. If I can find it. There we go. The Red Eyes Fusion, which fuses the Dark Magician and the Red Eyes from the deck to go into Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Now, this might not seem like a big board, because you only have the Verti Anaconda, you have a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and you have a token. The token is actually important, because in your opponent's turn you can tribute the token for a Linkuriboh, which means you have protection in battle. But apart from this, you still have the other 4 cards in your hand to play with. So you have to think about that. I'm playing Magician's Souls, I'm playing the entire Eldlich package. You are going to be able to put more on the board next to the Verti Anaconda, which is actually amazing. But it's just a one card combo of the Dark Contract, which lets you play through it and still have the Dark Dragoons. Okay. That's it for the first combo. Right now I'm gonna do the combo where I get Nibiru. So let's see, I'm gonna put this on top. So right now the opponent has Nibiru. We don't know that, of course, so we're gonna go Dark Contract. We're gonna go and search for our Lamia. Same things, normal summon it, make a Linkaribo. Ditch the contract, special summon Lamia. I'm gonna make Halki Fibrax. And right now the opponent says it's okay. So you're going to special summon off the Halki Fibrax and you're going to summon Plague Spreader Zombie. So right now we have a Plague. We're gonna link away the Halki Fibrax into Link Cross, getting the 2 tokens. Next up, use Plague and a token, go into the Martial Metal Marcher, and you special summon back the Plague. Now at this point the opponent is more than likely going to Nibiru you. They see the Heralds of the Arclight coming, they don't want that, so they Nibiru your board. Everything goes away. And on top of that, you get one big Nibiru token, the Primal Being token. Now what you're going to do from here on out is you're going to transfer that token into a Link Spider. This is actually going to be important because you need another effect monster. Then you use Plague Spreader's effect and you put back one card from your hand to the top of the deck. Special summon the Plague and now you have 2 effect monsters once again. You're going to link these off into your Predap Land Verti Anaconda and you're going to use the effect Pay 2000, send the Red Eyes Fusion, which fuses Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon. This of course will in tandem summon the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and through Nibiru you still have 3 cards in your hand and still the Red Eyes of Dark Dragoon. You can definitely play, if you have souls, you can extend, you can put cards to the graveyard, go from there. If you get any, like most of the time I keep the souls for after I've summoned Predap Land Verti Anaconda. There's also like a combo where if you summon this and you have the souls in hand, they Nibiru your field right here and they imperm the Herald or something, like stuff like that can happen. They gamma the Herald, you name it. You can, with the token, you can make a Link Spider, summon the souls, make a second Verti Anaconda because I'm playing 2 Verti Anaconda for that purpose. Still make the Dark Dragoons, pop 2 of their monsters, have a huge lead on the board. So that's why you play 2 Verti Anaconda. But yeah, that's rambling, I guess. I'm gonna go for the last one where you get Gammat right now. And I hope you guys will like that as well. Now, as you all know, Gamma is the best hand trap in the game right now, and it's just what it is because it removes a monster, you don't get the effect. Like with Ghost Ogre, at least you get the effect still, so you're gonna go Gate, get the Lamia, normal summon it, transfer it again into a Linkaribo, tribute the contract for the Lamia, and you're going to summon Halki Fibrax. Now at this point your opponent is going to Gamma you. Now what can you do? This is going to seem like a weird play, but if you have the right cards in your hand, this might actually be the better play to go for, and I definitely want to keep that option open. So right here I'm going to Ash the Gamma. This is what, when the opponent has Gamma, having the Ash is the only way to out that, because, well, there aren't many cards that can actually out the Gamma. I'm not playing Quackimary Guardian like an Emancipator is doing. But because I ashed the Gamma, the card stays in their hand, but Halky Fibers can resolve. So we're gonna go into Plague Spreader, then we're going to use Plague Spreader and the Halky Fibrax, and we're gonna go into a generic Link 3 Nightmare Unicorn. Now, I am playing Nightmare Unicorn. It is a kind of rare situation where they are going to Gamma you and you have the Ash. So I'm just using a generic Link 3 that is also going to be able to help me in other kind of games. So I've opted to go for the Nightmare Unicorn because I didn't feel there was anything better. At this point, now keep in mind we are not activating any monster effect that we care about. At this point we're going to use Plague's effect from the graveyard and we're going to top deck a card from our hand. If the opponent decides to Gamma this effect, we still have full combo. I'm going to show that in a minute. But first things first, let's say they don't Gamma the Plague Spreader effect from the graveyard. So we get to summon the Plague Spreader, and right here we're going to go into an old friend, Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, with 2 negates. Now this does not seem much, but depending on the other cards that you have in your hand, you can actually do this and have 2 negates. Remember, they have Gamma, so in their turn, don't get baited with the Appaloosa. Wait until they commit something to the board, but at least you have some form of protection with this. You can put back bricks with the Plague Spreader Zombie. Hopefully not. Like you can do so much, and it's really fun. Remember, you're going to have the Phantasmate to well, in this case, you have Phantasmates in the deck, so you can draw, you can do stuff like that. You have Souls to special summon out. There are other cards in the deck, so it's not going to be a Soul Appaloosa. But this is how you can play around the Gamma. If you have Souls in this scenario still, you can just special summon it, use its effect. They can't Gamma anymore because you have Appaloosa. So there's always a thing. Like, you can at least summon a powerful monster to your field to play around the Gamma. Now, the situation where you have the Unicorn, you put something back to try and summon the Plague. Okay, they actually activate Gamma, so Plague stays in the graveyard. Okay, fine, I'm actually going to do Plague effect again. So I'm going to put something else back. I'm going to special summon it. And right now I'm going to link away the Nightmare Unicorn into our Link Cross. Now remember, we have not used this. He had the Gamma, we went Halky Fibrax and Plague into Unicorn. Link Cross effect. And we actually get 3 tokens right now, because we used a Link 3 for its effect. 3 tokens is going to be important, because right now you're going to Synchro Summon with the Plague and 2 tokens. Important that you use 2 tokens because the Plague is going to get banished. Is it important? I have Ash. It's not even important. We can actually get an additional monster on board that way. Okay, we're going to use the Plague with the token, and we're going to summon the Martial Metal Marcher. Marcher effect, we're going to summon the Ash Blossom. Remember, in this combo we had the Ash for the Gamma initially. Use the token with the Ash, make Herald. And are you going to use Metal Marcher and Link Cross into Predaplant, Verti, Anaconda. Using the effect. So you're going to pay 2000, send the Red Eyes Fusion, and this time, because you have the Herald, you're going to banish Dark Magician and Red Eyes to summon the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Of course, you still have the token, and you have the Link Cross in your graveyard, so you can actually protect your Herald from just normal summon battle. This does only leave you with 1 card in your hand, this combo. But it's enough because you need 1 card for the Dragoons. You have 2 negates, you have protection with the Link Cross. They've used their Gamma, so they only have 4 cards. This is actually a way that if they Gamma the Plague, it's not even that terrible. But yeah. So that's how you play around most of the hand traps. I do know that playing around the Gamma by just trying to go into Appaloosa does seem kind of weak, but it does provide protection, and sometimes when you get hit, you need that protection. But you have to choose that like on the moment that it happens, because if your hand is like good enough, you have multiple hand traps, you can actually leave. You can just let them Gamma you and maybe sets like Scarlet and Conquistador out of Souls have 2 hand traps in hand, and you can just play Eldlich at that point. So yeah. I hope you guys like this kind of video. It's playing around the most common hand traps with this deck. I think it's actually fun to know how you do that. And I really hope that this deck can still thrive. I don't really mind people not playing this anymore, because that means less mirror matches for me. And that maybe less people will be ready for it. But in general, I think that the meta game is really, really awesome right now. As long as I don't get Goose Kraken looped, it's all fine for me. Please Konami ban Smoke Grenade to begin with. That card is busted. Yeah, and then for everything else, I wish you guys a happy day, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao!